What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So for those of you that watched the previous video where I attempted to repair a PlayStation 3, I've got an update. So someone commented on the video and offered to try and repair it. So I packed up the PlayStation and sent it on its way. So the guy repairs PlayStation 3s as a hobby, just on the side. So he's got quite a lot of experience, so I thought, why not give it a go. So if you can remember, the console was in a really bad condition, so it was completely caked in dust. Check the previous video if you haven't seen it already, but it was in a really bad way. The fan literally sounded like a lawnmower. It was so bad, it was really struggling. So he sent it back to me with a little note just to kind of confirm everything he's done to the console, so I'll quickly run through that now. So I'll quickly read it. It says, "Thanks again for the trust. Here is what's been done. Clean the motherboard, clean the shell, clean the power supply, clean the Blu-ray drive, replace the IC1101 chip, replace the CPU heat spreader, replace the thermal paste, replace the COS battery, delidded the CPU, delidded the GPU, replace the thermal paste under the CPU plus the GPU, heat spreaders, replace thermal paste on both, tested the console powers on, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, all 4 ports, card reader, Blu-ray drive with PS1, PS2, PS3 games, controllers synced up and work, replaced the missing screws and put the screws in all the correct places." I have to hold my hands up. I did send it to him with all the screws all over the place. Some were missing, the rest of the screws were in the wrong location. So the moment of truth, this is my first go at turning this on since it's come back. And already it's a good sign because the fan hasn't kicked off. It's been so long since I've played on a PlayStation 3, but the nostalgic memories of just that start-up sound is great. So what I thought I'd do was quickly give it a test and have a quick go on a PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1 game, because this is the whole reason I wanted this console, because it was backwards compatible. What better way to test it than with Grand Theft Auto Vice City? So while we wait for that to load up, I just thought I would say these backwards compatible PlayStation 3s are normally worth around 100 to 150 in the UK. So I picked it up for 20. I did pay the guy that repaired this for me a little bit of money just to say thank you for his time and also the bits he's used. If you can see there, look, it says PlayStation 2 format disc, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I think I've got this for an absolute steal, really, when you think about it. I've paid under 100, which is really cool. So I've just skipped all the startup screens just so you can see a bit of gameplay. I'm not going to pound it for long, I just wanted to check it all runs smoothly, which it does. I just think it's so cool that the first PlayStation 3 that came out was backwards compatible, and it was just a shame that they cut it off so soon. And I just think it'd be pretty cool if they did another one. So maybe like the PlayStation 6 was backwards compatible with all the other models. I think would be pretty cool. But I'll jump onto Spider-Man on the PlayStation 1. I picked this up the other day, so I just thought give it a quick test. I'm not going to skip the startup on this one just because it would be wrong to. And you can just hear that the actual fan on it is just sounding so much better than it was originally. So I know a lot of people love this game. I've never played it before, so I don't know anything about it.
Hey, Spider!
But anyway, guys, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. And I just also want to say a big thank you to John. I'm sure if any of you have any questions about how to repair a PlayStation 3, if you post it in the comments, I'm sure if he's got some time, he'll try and answer them for you. Anyway, cheers, guys.